Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new, welcome. And if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back for another live chat on my channel. Tonight we are talking about the Mini Gold by Natasha Denona. So we're going to be talking about this in a little bit and mainly just doing a couple of looks with the palettes and, just trying to get some more usage out of the things that we already have in our stash versus running out and buying all the new stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing here. So thank you for watching the replay, the re-uploaded version, or coming on live. Thank you for your support, whichever way you choose to do so. I appreciate it. So just finishing up my face makeup here. Pardon me. Oh my goodness. So for the face, the base, all that jazz, I have on the Pat McGrath foundation, Pat McGrath primer and the foundation. And for concealer today, I'm using the Smashbox Studio Skin foundation, medium dark, warm golden. And in the Pat McGrath foundation, I am deep 30. I'm using deep 30 today. So that's that. And so I'm going to continue on with finishing up, brushing any excess under eye powder away. I'm going to set the rest of the face with my By Theory Hydra Powder in 500 medium dark. It's a really good powder. Yeah, really good powder, not too matte. Okay. And of course, as you all come in, definitely say hello. I apologize that I did not get to get the, the schedule of live beforehand. I just went live at 9 o'clock, but I did post on my community tab that 9 o'clock was the show time. So hopefully everybody got to see that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, I'm going to do some contouring. And since we're using the Natasha Denona palette, I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Contour Sculpting Powder. And this is in the shade number 5 Deep. Okay, and what brush do I want to use? I'm just going to use this synthetic brush. This is a Real Techniques 403. It's got a nice angle, so you can get right into that contour area pretty good. Yeah, I'm just going to sweep this on. Okay. What's today, Thursday? I think there are some lives going on right now. Some other lives. It might be a popular day for lives, so we might be trickling in a little later. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Those of you watching. This is nice. It's a nice powder and it's nice and deep. So I was quite surprised to see that that Natasha Denona has a sculpting powder that works for my skin tone. And if it's too much, then I can just go over, buff it in with my buffing brush and that By Terry powder. All right, so. Hi, Julia, how are you? Thank you for coming. Thank you. Happy Thursday to you. I'm priming my eyelids with the Fenty primer. I just don't want to open my, hi Cheryl. I don't want to open my new NYX primer. I'm trying to go through my stuff, you know. Hello, how are you? Hi, Chai. Hope you guys are having a good Thursday. Anything special going on? Looking forward to the weekend? I know. My goodness. This year is just going by fast. 1 week before Thanksgiving. Are you guys cooking like normal, your normal meals and stuff like that? Just for you and your, whoever's going to be at your house. I know a lot of people aren't getting together and stuff, of course, which is understandable. But I'm still making dressing. It's Thanksgiving. I have to have dressing and cranberry sauce. So, yeah. Yeah, I hear that. I'm certainly looking forward to the weekend. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Daughter's gonna cook. How old is your daughter? Like, is she, she's skilled in the kitchen? This will be the first Thanksgiving that I'm actually cooking. The majority of the food, usually I just make my dressing and go somewhere. So, but we'll be at home. Nice. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, everything's via Zoom. Yeah, my family doesn't really do Zoom and stuff. So we actually use this app called Marco Polo. I don't know if anybody is familiar with that. But yeah, we just have little groups on Marco Polo and trade videos back and forth. So yeah. Okay. What was I going to do? Okay, so I put the primer on my eyes. Now I'm going to go in with the paint pot in Groundwork. So yeah, I told my husband, even if it's just us, I'm making my dressing. I'm not passing on my dressing. So yeah, we like Marco Polo. We did a lot of that when I was having data. So I mean, not during the process, but before, after, and all that stuff. So okay. Cool. So let's get into the palette. Okay. Yeah. I don't think many of my family have iPhones. I used to have an iPhone, then it went kaput, and I just got an Android again. So here we are with our 2 mattes and 3 shimmers. We have a duochrome shade here, and then this dark like brown with shimmer in it. That's going to be my deepening shade, of course. And then this nice gold shade in the middle. It looks kind of chunky to me, but we're just looking at it in the pan, but it's going to be nice and shiny and beautiful. Yes, very much so. Yeah, those are must-haves. So let's hop into the first look. Does everybody have this palette? Oh, okay. Yes, I tried keto sometime last year, and then it's just so okay. Maybe I'm giving myself an excuse, but it's hard. It was hard for me. It's hard for me if my husband's not into it, because then it's like trying to make 2 people. So, but we did it for a while. I was making my, like, I don't know what you call it, but the pizza crust that's like made out of mozzarella cheese and stuff. Okay, so I keep looking at this, looking for a mirror, and there is none. I'll just use this mirror from the contour palette. All right, so I'm gonna go into the green, the matte green shade here, and put that in the transition area. And I didn't pick up much, but it gives a nice, I would say like a olive green on my skin tone, like mixed with my skin tone and stuff. So it's nothing super intense, but yeah. Okay. I did go onto her website yesterday and looked around. And the 3 minis that I wanted, I did not. They weren't in a bundle. And then I just closed out of the website. Because I tried to do the BoxyCharm. I tried to do the BoxyCharm promotion code, and I don't think I did it right because it said invalid or something. So I think you guys said I have to make an account, and I didn't do that part. So maybe I'll go back and try it. But I want the glam. I was going to do the glam, the retro, I think it is. I think it's called retro. And then the one that she just came out with, something with a V. I don't even know the names of them, but I was going to get them. But I didn't do the coupon code right. And then the shipping is $15 if you have a less than a certain amount. Okay, there we go. And I saw that she had the highlighter in stock on her website. So there's a few things I had my eye on. So this is building up quite nicely. If you just go with like one swoop and stuff, it's nice and subtle, but it's getting pretty green here. I just keep adding it on. And then if anybody's interested, I saw on our website that the Safari palette, I think it's like $69 or something in the 60s in her special offers portion of her website. And I just keep adding that, but it's nice. I like that. I like that color. Okay. Okay. Next. You guys are probably able to predict what I'm going to do next. I'm going to use the dark brown, this dark one. Okay. Yeah. I think it was just I didn't have enough in my cart, and I saw the shipping, and yeah, so. So when I looked at this palette today on Beautylish, I was just looking at the swatches and stuff like that. I saw that they had described this shade that I'm applying now as like a dark brown, but on me it's showing up pretty, I don't know, I guess, I don't know, maybe it is a greenish brown, but it's super dark, but to me it just looks almost black. So you get that deepening effect with that shade. Oh, my order from Selfridge just shipped, so it's going to be here tomorrow. So that's exciting. I'll use that for my foundation tomorrow. I mean, assuming that it's a good match. It better be a good match, man. And I placed my order on Saks, or you're off Saks Fifth Avenue, or Saks off of Fifth Avenue, for that Tom Ford quad and flicker. So I'm excited about that as well. So for that dark shade, I'm dragging that over into the crease farther towards the inner portion of my mobile lid. And it's okay if it gets on my lid. I'm gonna cut that crease. So that's cute. That's cute. So we got our new router, or not router. Coral Camel. Wow. That's a lot. There it is, Zendo. That's Zendo. So that's the one I wanted. Zendo, Glam, and Retro from the minis. Coral Camel 5 pans. Okay, I don't have either of those. I only have one of those, like the 5 pans with the full-sized shades in them. I want to get some more of those. Coral. Yeah, that is nice. Okay. All right. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, I was saying that we got our new modem. We got a new modem in today. So I don't know how that's impacting the internet. It looks like it did a great job when I was downstairs, but that's where our modem is. So hopefully you guys see some type of improvement. If not, I don't know what to do. DJ the blame. Okay. Yeah. Oh, for Glam? Yeah, it was surprising. I was on the fence about it for a while, and then I just saw such great reviews about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be interesting if she did that. It is a nice color story on that Zendo. Okay. Next step is to do my cut crease. And for that, I'm going to use this concealer here. It's from Milani. It's a little bit lighter than, actually I could use the, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with the concealer. I was gonna use the ABH primer, but it doesn't matter. All right, I'm just gonna do a quick, hopefully, cut. I've not done this on camera, or, live, so hopefully I don't mess it up. All right, I think that looks all right. Okay. And I'm just gonna pat over that just to blend it, make sure it's blended and, a little bit dried down. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I watched anybody's videos on the Zendo palette, so I'll have to get on to that, which will probably solidify my desire for it even more. All right, so I'm gonna go into, I'm just gonna use the duochrome shade on my finger and get a mirror. And I'm gonna put this on the outer edge to, blend that concealer area over into the darker shade. And then I'm just lightly blending whatever's left over. Yeah, whatever's left on my finger, just blending that over all the way to the inner area of the lid. And then I've got that, you see that space. Hi, Nikki, how are you? That space of concealer, I'm going to delicately put the gold in that area, that, gold that's in the middle. That duochrome shade is very nice. It's stuck down to that concealer beautifully, and it's very pretty. Okay. All right. I like this palette. And the funny thing is that I haven't used it that much, but when I do, it's really nice. And I don't have any pictures with this palette either, which is interesting. So we'll get that taken care of tonight. So I'm going to take the middle shade, put that in to the gold one. It's on my little brush here. I'm going to spray the brush because I do feel like this is a chunkier formula. But she just has it as a metallic, so on the back. Hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming through. I'm glad you're able to catch a live. Even if you can't stay that long, that's okay. All right. Let's lay that down right there. That's going on very precisely. Oh, tell him I said hello. Okay. There we go. That's pretty. That's pretty. Okay, and then I'm just going to take more of that gold and just do a little bit of a pat over to make sure it's blending down into the metallic or the, duochrome shade that we put down on the bottom half of the lid. There. That's interesting. That is interesting. I like it. Okay. And then I'm also, what I'm going to do, the same brush, wipe it off. I'm going to get some of the duochrome shade, spray my brush with that, see if I get a little bit more intensity in the, duochrome area right here. Chanticleer had 30% off. I don't think I'm going to buy. I hate to say it. I don't think I'm going to buy from their website anymore. That's all it is to it. Okay. I don't, maybe they've rectified it, but I purchased a blush and it had a glitter overlay. I did not know it had a glitter overlay. I bought it in July. And as soon as I swatched that, because I thought, it was a nice pale pink, but then it had a rich, shimmery center. And I swatched it, and then that shimmer disappeared so quickly. And then the blush wasn't usable anymore. It just looks pale on my cheeks. And I could not return that. And I understand that they have that policy. But their website didn't say that it's an overlay. So I'm like, you didn't really communicate what this. So I'm just like, I have to buy Chanticleer from somewhere else because there's no way. I can't, because the prices are too expensive for me to be just guessing. So I'm gonna use this dark brown here. Oh, the names are here. Dark sepia? Yes. Dark sepia, and put that on the lower lash line. So yeah, I don't know, but they have nice products. I'm happy with the foundation. Actually, I don't even think I purchased the foundation from their website. I purchased it from Nordstrom or something, wherever they sell it. But yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's annoying. But I did reach out to Angela from the company and I let her know, this is not going to work. And so she reached out to her the web team, and now they're going to have their website updated to say when things have overlays, because that's not cute. I mean, it looks pretty, but come on now. So that's something positive that came out of it. Okay. I think, well, I always say I think I'm done with this eye, then I do more. I'm going to take, I want to put something in the inner corner, but I don't know if I want to put that gold. I'm just doing gold. I'm going to take the same brush that we used to, do that cut crease portion. And I'm going to press this so I don't get much fallout on the inner corner. But so my husband purchased me the from Chanticleer, that manta ray with the nice orange. I don't have it in front of me, but the nice orange blush with the highlights, really pretty. So they have some really nice things. Maybe I just have to wait until I'm absolutely sure about a product before I purchase from their website. Um, no experimentation like I was doing. I know. So maybe it's on me because she did say that they were going to fix it and like reach out to me to send me a replace, like a different blush that she actually personally recommended because of course Angela's a dark skinned woman. So, but they never did, and I didn't like press the issue. So, yeah. But their policy is no refunds or anything like that if you've opened and tried it under any circumstances, apparently. I was like, but why does your website, why does the receipt say to reach out to you if you're not happy with a product, if you're not going to do nothing about it? And I literally asked the guy that. He was like, sorry. So, oh my Lord. Funny stuff. I just said, okay, thank you. Hey, people are just doing their job, so what can you do? All right. All right, so I'm just kind of making sure that gold kind of gets a little bit blended into the darker shade. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah, Angela, I think she's a shade or so lighter than me. Okay. All right, so I do actually think that we're finished with this eye. I think I'm just gonna leave the brow bone. Maybe I'll decide at the end to do something different with it. Okay. Now we have this matte, it's like a greenish bone shade. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it has a hint of green, but not too much. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay. I think I'm gonna do a matte as much as possible because the black or the dark brown shade is metallic, and then maybe do some type of liner with the dark shade. We'll see how this goes. Okay. Once again, I'm going to use this green. All right, and I'm just going to put this in the middle of my lid. And actually, not the whole lid, the middle towards the end. And I'm going to leave the inner area blank so I can put the bone shade so we can get a nice gradient from that shade to this one. So I'm wondering what you all would like to see for tomorrow. I was just gonna default to Pat McGrath. Of course I'm gonna do a poll, but actually somebody asked me for a a Charlotte Tilbury palette. The only palette I have is the Icon palette. I don't know if anybody's interested in that. Actually, I don't even know if it's still available, but that's the only palette that I would want to use here. The other palette I have is the Pillow Talk palette, and I'm not a fan of that at all. So I wouldn't even bother. It would just be a dragging session. So, so that's the only one I have from Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm just gonna pick a full-size mothership to put in a poll. Maybe the Icon palette. I've only had one request for Charlotte Tilbury. And I don't know. I mean, I've got Huda Beauty, some of the her full-size ones like that Metro Mercury Retrograde palette, and the new Nude palette, the original Nude palette, and then I think that's it from her full sizes. So if you have an idea, let me know in the chat. I'm just blowing out that green shade. This is pretty. I think this would work with just like as it is, you know, if you're not somebody who needs to have a deepened crease. I think this is cute. Okay. And now I'm going to go into that bone colored shade here. Oh, Juvia's. Yes, I haven't used Juvia's in a while for brand or palette. Well, brand or palette. If you have a specific palette, I can add that to the poll. Or, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have those. I haven't purchased anything new. So that's the thing. I haven't purchased anything new from Juvia's Place in quite a while. So I do not have Wahala 1 or 2. So, yeah. I did purchase 2 of those 6 pans. I have like the rich purple one and then the mauve one. So those are the newest things I have from Juvia's Place. But I have like the older stuff, you know, all that, the Nubians and yeah. So I could pick something and put that in the poll. Warrior 2, there we go, I've got that. I'm blanking on what it looks like, but I have it. Okay, the Nubian, the Warrior 1 is like the browns and the golds. And then the Nubian 2 is all matte. Or Warrior 2 is all matte, I think. Yeah, Juvia's, they have some good stuff there. And then I have their lipsticks, not all of them, but a few lipsticks, and the glosses, I just have to find them in my purses. So, gosh. And that foundation, I like the foundation. It's pretty full coverage, but I like it. So I don't feel like that bone shade gives me as much oomph, but there is a little gradient, you know. It does fade into the other shade. Fade into the other shade, but it's not real intense. All right, now I'm going to go in, like I said, oh, not with that brush, a small brush to do a liner. Okay, and I'm gonna spray it because I don't have any glitter glue down. I'm gonna try to do a thick line too. You know, a little dramatic little wing thing. I do have Mel's palette. Yes, I do. So, yes, I do. I did do a video on it. I think I did three or 5 looks with that palette. And I also have that Chasing Your Dreams or Chasing the Dream, something like that, palette. And I do not have that one, Nikki. I don't even know who that is. I mean, I think you guys told me that it's a perfume brand. But yeah, I don't have any of that. I keep you guys. I'm like you guys are saying this stuff, and I don't have it. I apologize. Hmm. Oh, you can see that. Okay. I was wondering if you could actually see the line or like the effect. It's pretty subtle though, because it is shiny. It's like it reflects the light, so you can't really see it too intensely. Dior. I don't have any of that either. Oh my gosh. I guess I need to up my little makeup game or my eyeshadow game. Because yeah, I've seen the palettes. They look stunning. I just haven't purchased any of them. Okay. So that's kind of cute. And now that I'm seeing it, I feel like I want to do another line above that with the gold. That's probably some intensity. You know what? I do have one palette from Melt, and it's the Cheese and Parties palette, and I like that palette. I think I'm just partial to the plum and stuff, but that is so pretty. I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot. Hmm. So that's not the only Melt product. I did also purchase. They came out with that like red liquid liner in the pot. This not red, like burgundy or something. I have that as well, and that's the and I have a highlighter from them somewhere around here. But those are the only Melt products I've ever purchased. I've always been interested in their stacks, but I always thought that they were more expensive than what I wanted to spend my money on, at least at that time, and I haven't revisited them. So, all right. So, because I'm going to do it, I'm going to do that additional line. I'm going to go in with the duochrome shade and do the same process with me spraying my brush, and hopefully I don't mess up this little look that we have going on. Okay. I thought so too, that the stacks are pricey. And then, I don't know. It's kind of, they're hard to, store. I mean, I guess you could just stand them up, but I don't know. Okay. And I think that looks cool. And then I'll just intensify that darker shade here on the outer area a bit more because it got covered up. And finally, I'm going to go into the center of the middle gold, or that middle shade, and put that on the inner corner. I sprayed it so that it would get that intensity. There we go. That's intense. That's bright. And then just blend that up slightly into the rest of the look. That looks radioactive. It's like super bright. I'm gonna take this brush that it has a little bit of shadow left on it, and I'm just gonna pat it over just to, it has a little bit of matte shadow on it. I'm gonna pat that over just to bring down the intensity of that a little bit. Okay, that worked. I'm going to take that matte green on the lower lash line, see if I can get some effect down there. And it's going on pretty good. Okay, these shadows are nicely pigmented. I wish there was more pigment in that bone shade too, because I feel like I wish there was more intensity in that bone shade though, because I feel like it's kind of gotten lost in this whole look. So you can't really tell too much of a differentiation between those two shades there. But what I'll do is I'll put that on the brown bone and see how it looks up there. Oh my goodness. I knew that was gonna happen. Pardon me. So I forgot to push record on my camera, and so I have not recorded this live at all. That is just great. Well, I hope the quality is okay. Goodness gracious. I knew that was gonna happen one day. In doing that I would forget to turn on the camera. Okay. Or at least forget to push record. That's unfortunate. My apologies, guys. Okay. So I think we're pretty much set for the eyes. I'm going to, I just completely lost my train of thought. I brushed off the little fallout. There was a few flecks of the gold that fell down, but nothing that can't be flicked away. So I'm going to go in with this infallible liner that we talked about, or that we used yesterday. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to use the infallible eyeliner in black, and I'm going to do my waterline quickly on both sides, and then, oops. All right, and then I'm going to use liquid liner on this sparkly eye, and then this liner as like a smudged pencil line on this eye. Just really close to the lash line because I don't want to completely cover up the dark shade that we did a little bit of a liner effect with. Okay. All right, that's nice. And then I'm going to take a brush and just smudge that through a little bit more than what it already is. Okay. Cool. Liner on this eye. It's the first eyeshadow that looks prettier today. Oh yes, it does. Yeah, I like it too. It lasts pretty well on the eyes and stuff. Very good. Okay, so I like that little liner there. So I think, not I think, I'm gonna do this down here as well. And again, smudge, 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 and smudge, smudge, smudge. There we go. Mascara, Dark Star. Did anybody get any makeup mail today? I feel like I'm gonna ask that every day. Every day. I didn't get makeup mail, but I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. No makeup mail. Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't had any makeup mail in a while, actually. Oh, okay. That is some good willpower to wait all the way until I say all the way. It's only like a month or so, but until next year. That's good. Hair products and clothes. Okay. Okay. Cool. The bigger, brighter eyes. That's good. Yeah, I see Charlotte's having a 30% off sale on like her bundles. I didn't finish looking through the bundles to see if I wanted anything though. I've heard really good things about um, Charlotte Tilbury's lipsticks. I think she's got a trio set, a trio bundle available. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you feel better soon. Oh, okay. So you're gonna return it. I am not sure because I've got a couple of samples of that new foundation that she released. I can't think of the name of it. And they both looked kind of orange on me. So I'm not sure. And so since I didn't, of the two that I tried, I think it was like 15 something, I couldn't, I didn't purchase it. because I wasn't sure what my foundation shade was. And I tried that last year. What was it? The Airbrush Flawless Filter Foundation, or Airbrush Filter, or whatever it's called. So I'm not quite sure, actually. Because it's one of those foundations that you use a shade and then it's supposed to like change to the actual shade. So I don't know. It just looked orange. Both of them. Even though I think one said it was neutral and then another was actually warm. So do you have a shade in the Charlotte foundation, Nikki? Oh, yeah, I guess that would have been a better deal. Bigger, brighter eyes. Those palettes look nice. Those are the longer palettes with the 4 trios or the 3 quads of colors. I think the bigger, brighter eyes palettes. They have beautiful packaging. I'm always wondering if they're going to show up on me though, because the quads, they don't look very deep as far as like the deepest shade. So okay, yeah, but maybe Vicky J probably has it. Probably just need to go to her channel and find out what shade she is. Okay, so these are the eyes. I think they're both very pretty. I like this green, that matte green. Oh my gosh, it's pure. It's beautiful. Oh, they're the 4 shades with her special pop color. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar. I mean, I'm familiar with the brand, but not as much as others. But yes, these eyes are very, very nice. I like them. I think this one is like everyday friendly and stuff. Okay, thank you for coming through. Have a good evening. And this one is, nice and bright, and I like them. I feel like I say that at the end of every live. Okay, so for the lips, I'm just going to use this Natasha Denona lip gloss balm in the shade Caramel. Nice little nude situation on the lips. That's pretty, and you don't need a lip liner. So this one is the medium shade from the 3 that she released with, was it the bronze palette? I don't remember, but I think it was. Yes, because she did the bronze palette, then she did the bronze face palette, and then the 3 lip glosses. That's the first time I've purchased an entire collection of a makeup release. Okay, this is cute. It's cute. I'm gonna add lip liner because that's just what I do. All right. Ground control. Okay. What I should have done was grabbed a one of her face palettes to use, but I didn't even think about it. So I'm just gonna go in with what's on my table right here, and that's gonna be the Pat McGrath Trio, and I'm gonna use the like real gold one, this 3rd one here, this one there. Where is your Detail Pro? Okay. I don't even put on blush. Interesting. And if anyone is curious about the base, I said before everybody came on, I've got the Pat McGrath Foundation, Smashbox Concealer, and the Pat McGrath Primer. Yes, yeah. So yeah, I heard that too, that some of the minis aren't consistent with Natasha Denona. So yeah, that's probably why I also wait a little while before I purchase them. But I mean, I think that people have said that about our palettes too. So like our full size, but I think more so about the minis. What else is on the face? My By Terry Hydra powder to set everything. And then my contour, I use the Natasha Denona Sculpting powder in deep, 5 deep. Oh, we're almost finished with time. Yeah, the greens are very pretty. I'm trying to think. I feel like I got another palette with greens in it. Can't think of it right now. Does anybody have the full size gold palette from Natasha? I really like that's the first palette I've purchased. I purchased from her. Um, was the full size gold one. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Yes, yeah, I agree. Totally good price for the quality of shadow you're getting. Okay. And then I don't have anything here that is blush. Oh, wait, I do. I don't know if it matches really. Oh, have a good evening. Thank you for stopping by. I'll use the Charlotte Tilbury since we're talking about her. The Charlotte Tilbury brush or blush, Cheek to Chic and Walk of No Shame. Walk of No Shame. Okay. And the Sonia G Cheek Pro. Sweep, sweep, sweep. I just go over the entire thing. And this is a beautiful blush. This is a beautiful blush. This is the first blush that I've picked up from her. I've had my eye on some of them, but I couldn't tell you what colors they were. And I never, never purchased. But I was very curious to see if like this one was basically the same as the Hourglass At Night palette or At Night blush, because they look quite similar in their shade. And I think they are similar. Okay. That is cute. Okay. I'm going to do a little buffing. Nothing extra on my brush, just sweeping over highlighted areas, making sure everything is blended out nicely. And that, my friends, is it for our 2 looks for this evening. So I'm gonna cover one eye, let you see this one here. And then here's the other one. I like both of them, just like I say every single night. So this is a really good palette, guys. If you don't have it, I think you might enjoy it if you like the color scheme, because all of the shades work very nicely. I'll say it again just in case somebody wasn't here, but this one isn't as intense as I would expect. I do have it on the brow bone here, but you can see it's not real bright, and that might be good depending on your desires. So overall, I think it's really good, and I want more of these. So I will get more eventually. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this evening. Thank you for voting for the palette. Thank you for mentioning, playing in it, because I had a great time with it this evening. And hopefully you guys are able to join me tomorrow for tomorrow's live at 9 p.m. I am not sure what we're going to be doing, so look out for a community tab poll and put your vote in for a palette for us to, dive into tomorrow. I was thinking about Leela, but I don't know, Leela, or that's what I was thinking about, Leela or Sunset. But I'm not really into the warm tones really, but that would make me do something with it, I think I'm gonna use that palette like once or twice. So we will see. But I will talk to you guys all tomorrow, hopefully. And you guys have a wonderful evening. See you guys.